Father, thank you. And I'm very grateful for the wisdom and the knowledge that you have provided to me to see and hear. I'm rocking with the bad ear, as you know, but I can hear very clearly. These people who are in rulership under wickedness and dysfunction, they have some nerve to want us to believe that they have some control. And I am very thankful, Father, because I get to see now. I see it now. Like we have come to this fork in the road, and in the past we would be okay with following them in this fork in the road, which synonymous with the narrow and the broad. And we kind of stopped. We're kind of stopped at the fork, and we're funneling off different road, the opposite way that they're going. And when they looked up after 7 years, when they looked up, they were like, wait, all I see are people like us. Where's the other people? Where are them Negroes? Where's the melanated people? Where's the Aboriginal? Where's the indigenous? And because of their ego and their fanaticism and their ignorance and their wickedness, they had no more power over them, no more control. And they didn't see it. They didn't see it coming. And now, based on our own opinions, our own thought processes, our own workflows, as we move through the world, or the last of the system, coming into the new era of Aquarius, of thought process, of free will, to me, it is such a beautiful thing. I can't even put it in words. I mean, it's a relief. I mean, that's probably better suited in terms of, but it's even more than that, and it's funny, they go, oh, rapture. It would be considered a rapture. It would be considered something that is such a feeling that you've never had before. I mean, for me, I never had the relief of peace of mind to think, not only to think, but to also articulate it. Like, that's really what has changed for me in my life. In the past, I used to always, I would think, but I would speak before I thought it completely through. And a lot of people, I get tripped up because of that sometimes, and because of that, then, I didn't, I've learned, especially, going through so much growing up from the top to the bottom, I see it as today, over the past 7-8 years, I see it as, now the thoughts are clear, and as I think it, I also am patient enough to articulate it, to formulate it. And I think that's really something that has the nations perplexed and also in fear, because as we know, they used to tell us something, and we used to be like, okay, how hard, how far, how fast? Well, now they say something, and really now they got to find us to say it. Now they got to find it to try to say something to us. And when they find us, now it's kind of flipped. Now they just talking off the cuff. Oh, yeah, of course there was no slavery. I mean, slavery never even freaking existed. I mean, come on. What do you mean, slavery? What is this? But of course it existed. Of course it existed. And you made no alms for it. And because now they are talking all out the side of their neck about it, they're getting caught. Because we're like, well, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. They go, well, I mean, that's just the truth. No, it's fact. Well, okay, that's your truth. Because that's what they were doing during Trump. Oh, well, that's your truth. That's the, fact check. Well, now we worry about your fact checks. Why? Because your fact checks is tainted. And, as we matriculate into this next era, this next age, this next epoch, I tell you, I feel good. I do. It's a great, I was thinking about the skies and stuff, the clouds. They got the man did it. The man did it. They're treating the weather the way. And it's like, listen, dude, this too. These dudes can't even get the weather, the daily weather correct, let alone they making clouds and they doing this stuff to the air. They creating these tornadoes. Come on. But anyway, the clouds are the protection, of course. These clouds are stopping. It's doing things to them worse than it is to others. To some, not all. Not everyone is being affected the same way through the air, through the element air right now. And that's kind of refreshing as well. It's kind of like you go outside and it's a cool day, the wind, and you're like, oh, I'm good. Body temperature's good. Just got a little layered, and the wind hits your face, and instead of it stinging now, or the way it was used to sting, now it's refreshing. It's refreshing. Just like all this, the land, I'm getting a little bit more energy, vibration, frequencies coming up off the land, helping our chi, helping our psyche, helping our resonance. This thing is big, it's massive. The water is starting to coagulate, and just like they were trying to poison us, starting to poison them. They don't even understand how big this is. This got the Father's prints all over it. It's got the Father's prints all over it, like a detective. We're going, whoa, wait a minute. This seems like a supernatural event. But what they doing, they going, no, the man can do it. We can go to space. If we can get to Mars, what? No, Jupiter is aligning with Mars, and that is not in your favor, nations. This whole thing, esoterically, it is just fast. It's truly fascinating. Like, just to watch it all manifest. Just to watch it. And I think that for a lot of us, me speaking to me directly, thank you, Father. Very grateful. All praises. This thing has had such a release and a relief, yet there are still things that we feel that are looming that we would need to still continue to eradicate within ourselves and things and around us in terms of thought, mind, body, and spirit. And that's where we're in that. We've been in that cycle for a while, so I know that I'm confident that those that the Father has chosen, it has been picking up pace in feng shuiing, if you will, their proverbial temples. So that is between us, the individual, the collective, and the Father. So, you know, it is just a beautiful thing to watch it all manifest, like I said. And, you know, when, you know, we don't have to be boasting in their face about their demise. We can just be quiet in Goshen, in the mindset of the Father, in the comfort of the Mother, and just roll. Damn, this thing is so massive. Golly, it's like, I don't even know. But nevertheless, just stay up, doing what we doing what you doing, you know, seeking the Father, you know, and treating people the way you want to be treated. That's why we can't be getting caught up in the Gentiles' demise, the heathens' demise. We really can't. I mean, Biden and them, that's of no consequence to us. We ain't got time for that. NFL ain't got time for that. EPL ain't got time for that. You know, NBA, you know, SAG awards, the Tonys, you know, whatever else, whimsical award they, you know, everybody get a participation trophy award that they want to give themselves, whatever. All that distraction at this point is of no consequence to us. Remember, we scarcely get in. So it's a constant battle, but at the same time, I'm very confident that many of us will be able to make it, survive, and find the salvation and love and wisdom that we seek. All praises to our Father, to our Elohai, to our Elohim, to our earthly mother, to our ancestors that paved the way, to our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our uncles, our grands and greats. All love, family. Shalom.